Welcome back across Nevada to Face. Democrats at the National Convention are regrouping after a contentious voice vote today over God in Jerusalem. Joining me to talk about it via satellite from the convention in Charlotte, DNC Press Secretary Melanie Rousell. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, John.
That was quite a disaster on the floor today. Were you there for that, ma'am?
I was in the arena. I was not on the floor, but I saw the video later on this evening, and I heard you a little earlier. I don't know if I would agree that it was a disaster. The chair called the two-thirds vote. It was amended. We've moved on. There's been a lot of excitement and enthusiasm in the arena since that time. The roof has actually been blown off. Everybody's enjoying themselves tonight.
I'm sure you would like to move beyond it, and as we're taping this interview, Bill Clinton, I'm sure, is tearing down the roof in Charlotte. I'm not quite done with it yet. I mean, you said it was two-thirds. First of all, obviously the president intervened and said, you've got to get God back in there. You've got to get the language about Jerusalem. So you guys went into a frenzied panic, and you jammed this through like an old-time backroom deal.
It was out in the open, on camera, as you saw. The chair brought it before the floor of the arena, called it for two-thirds vote. He brought it up 3 times just to be certain. And yes, the president did intervene personally here. He believed, he wanted to make clear, and we all wanted to make clear, that these were his personal views, and we wanted to make sure that the platform was consistent with those personal views. On the issue of Jerusalem in particular, we believe the platform language we had included was strong and spoke to his strong commitment for Israel and Israel's security, and many people spoke on that yesterday. But we wanted to make absolutely clear that there could not be any confusion about that. And so the president thought it was important. He made the direction to the chair, and we made the amendment to the platform on the floor, and it was accepted.
Do you know why that language was not in there in the first place? Was it a clerical error? Did someone order it be taken out? Why was that language about Jerusalem not in the original platform?
Well, we believe that the platform's language spoke strongly about the president's commitment to Israel. In fact, it went further than the Republican platform did, but on the issue of protecting Israel from any attacks from Iran. And so we were focused on the language that spoke to Israel's security and the president's very strong commitment to Israel's security. The Republicans have tried to attack on this, and we didn't think there was any room to personal views, and so we wanted to make his personal views on this issue clear and consistent, and so we sought to amend the platform.
But the issue about Iran has nothing to do with Jerusalem being the capital. Why was that language not in the original platform?
Again, we were focused on making clear the president's personal views on making clear the president's views on the security of Israel was included in the platform. On that particular issue, his position hasn't changed, and we believe the language was strong. We said so yesterday, but to make absolutely clear that there was no confusion about where the president's personal views were, we amended in order to make it consistent.
All right, let me ask you about that vote on the floor. You just called it two-thirds. You said that he wanted to make sure, that Antonio Villaraigosa wanted to make sure there is no one who has a sense of hearing who thinks that two-thirds of that arena voted for it. You know that's not true. I don't know why you would say it. I don't know why your boss, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, would go on CNN just about an hour ago and said it was absolutely two-thirds. You know that's not true.
We have a process in place for objections. None were raised after the voice vote, and so again, the arena is loud and excited, and very, very, very excited with the speeches. There's been a lot of emotion coming from the speakers on stage, and we've moved on here.
I know you have. I'm going to ask you one more time. Do you honestly believe that two-thirds of that arena voted for what Antonio Villaraigosa asked them to amend the platform for? Two-thirds. Do you really believe that? You expect anybody to believe that? That's all I'm asking.
The chair called for a two-thirds vote 3 times. He called it He called it accepted on the last time. An objection. We've moved on. We are, I'm sure right now in the arena, President Clinton is blowing the roof off. I can't wait to join him.
I bet you can't wait to leave and go hear Bill Clinton. But why? I mean, listen, even Anderson Cooper on CNN said Debbie Wasserman Schultz is in an alternate universe. I don't understand. Were you so panicked about the criticism from the Republicans about Jerusalem and about being a godless party that you had to jam this through that way?
John, we wanted to make clear the president's personal views. He personally interjected here, and the platform was amended.
You actually think that this is an episode that you can be proud of as a Democrat?
I think when people leave Charlotte, they'll be totally proud of renominating President Obama, and the experience they've had here in Charlotte has been a phenomenal time so far. We are here to make clear the choice that voters have in this election, and the platform speaks to that choice. The president intervened because he wanted to make sure his personal views were reflected. Mitt Romney didn't do that in Tampa when the Republican platform included a plank that prohibited abortion in all cases, including rape or incest. He said he disagreed with that and didn't intervene for his party's platform. So I think it's rich for Republicans to attack us here on this instance when the president is leading his party and making his personal views consistent with the party's platform here.
Well, you got your abortion talking point, and you're going to have to give me credit for that. You have been very good. I know you would have much rather been listening to Bill Clinton or perhaps sticking needles in your eyes than having done this. Go listen to the former president. I really appreciate your time. Enjoy yourself tonight.
It was a lot of fun. Thanks a lot, John.
All right.